The current podcast is sponsored by New Life Barber Lounge. New Life is not another barbershop. This is a place where you will find great energy and a friend in the New Life crew. This is a place all about the experience. They will take care of you and have you looking spectacular. Don't waste your time at any other place. Go right now and follow them on Instagram at New Life Barbers and get yourself looking spectacular.
Welcome to the current podcast. Thank you for joining us in another episode tonight. This is Byron, your producer. I have my co-producer Mauricio in the building. How you doing, bro?
Doing real good, man. We're here blessed. We also have Manny on the other side.
El rompeculo. El rompeculo right here, Manny.
Rompeculo, Manny.
Y el que rompe culo.
What do you mean? Él es el rompeculo. He said that before.
I thought you said se rompió el culo. That's how I was
Te lo rompieron.
Damn, bro.
like.
¿Quién te lo rompió?
Blasphemy over here, bro. Blasphemy over here.
What's that?
No, bro. But if you guys
Anywho.
ever romper el culo in Las Vegas, bro, you might not have any water to wipe and, like, to clean yourself, bro. You guys know about that? You guys heard about that?
Of douching?
Huh?
Is that what you're talking about?
They're running out of...
Vegas is running out of water. I'm thinking about
Yeah,
something.
Oh, I thought you were going to say they're running out of toilet paper.
Oh, wow.
Well, bro, if you
I mean,
get
Vegas?
that much damage, bro, toilet paper ain't gonna cut it, bro. You gonna
Vegas isn't the only thing running out of water.
Well, it's because the Hoover Dam got damaged.
The Hoover Dam got damaged, but also they lost 18 levels of water in the Colorado River, which really affects.
Bro, but
Damn.
don't scientists control like the wind and can throw stuff into the air to create water?
I mean, they technically can,
So
but
technically,
I feel like the funds aren't being taken or act.
so don't you think these drought stuff they're just creating it?
Yes, I think it's all.
Or is the Bible right when it says that the most precious commodity is going to be water? I don't know, conspiracy. I'm just throwing.
How's
it
that
out
a conspiracy versus Bible?
there. Hey man,
I'm
some people
posing
don't
the-
believe in the Bible. Some people don't believe in it. So
That's the good book.
I'm just
it's
throwing.
the most,
I'm just throwing some thoughts
It's the
out there,
most
sir.
sold book, best-selling book in history, the most stolen book in history, and
And
most
it's in your
persecuted
hotels.
history. So it's like, how's that a conspiracy?
I have to double check that next month.
What?
The Bible's in hotels.
Yeah.
Then some hotels, not every hotel.
I'm saying. I got
You
no-
said it vaguely like it was in every hotel.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take everything with a grain of salt.
But yeah, man, I saw that.
I'm just doing what you did.
I saw that this week, and I saw it on the news, man. And then something else I saw on the news too. I was eating my
The
dinner
news
and I
is
was
fake,
watching it.
bro. Why are you
That's
watching
my
it?
next thing that I wanted to ask you guys.
Yeah?
The next thing that was on the news was
It's all
about
scripted, right?
was about
Bruh.
the whole that they had killed the next Al Qaeda.
History is rewritten every day, bro.
First the WWE,
Yeah, bro.
now news?
Nah, bro. Everything is fake.
So I saw that they had
Even
killed
people we know.
the next Al Qaeda head, right? The one that took over after they killed Bin Laden, right?
Supposedly.
And I was like, how the fuck do we know if that's true or not? Like, you go to Vegas, you see that shit, you see that the water's been lowered, so it's like, all right, but like,
He's
with
like,
this
there's empirical evidence.
but with this other
that it's
stuff, like
lower.
that we can't even confirm, like that this guy actually got capped or not, like, you know what I mean?
There's no pictures.
None of that stuff. Like, those are the things to me where I'm like, I really question.
It's not
the
Photoshop.
news. Like certain things about
How do
the
we know
news,
Ben Laden
I
was
think
killed, bro?
you can get, especially your local news. But like when it starts to be like shit like that, I'm like, bro, how the fuck should I? How do I not know he died like last year?
So first of
Like-
all, bro,
like the
it
guy
was a
that-
drone strike.
like the guy that
So they just blew him up.
the guy that Trump took like, oh, I killed this guy, the guy from Iran.
Mhm.
They identified him by his notorious pinky or finger ring that he always wore, and that was one of the only things that they found was the finger, and
The
the ring
ring.
was on the finger.
the jewelry.
So they were like, oh, this is him for sure. That was one way. I mean, that guy.
Yeah.
And this guy, if they have him like teeth cavities or records and stuff like that, they can. But
Like-
I feel like they only go to that extent to confirm, bro. Once it's like, okay, we got the kill. You know what
Like
I'm saying?
Bin Laden, like we've seen the guy that killed him on podcasts and stuff like that.
Uh,
We've-
yeah,
do
but
you-
even
we've heard
how
his
do you-
story.
how
and
do you
stuff.
know
there's
he's not being
all right,
paid,
exactly.
bro?
All right,
Exactly.
all
How do you
right.
know he's not being paid to say that
All
story,
right, let's have
bro?
it. You said conspiracy earlier, right? So there was a conspiracy that Bin Laden had died in the 90s off of kidney failure because he was on dialysis.
Well, wasn't he part of the CIA?
And then that's that.
Huh.
So it's like Ti
don't
is
know.
known to fake.
Deaths, apparently.
I didn't say that, you did.
Oh,
But
Illuminati.
Well, Fidel Castro had what doubles too.
so did
Yeah.
Saddam Hussein.
I mean, so there's all those
I mean,
those
last I checked,
possibilities.
Danny Green was my double. So
Go, you're double. Apparently,
I'm just saying.
Apparently,
I don't think it's. I
you
think it is
believe in
actually.
me.
Did you guys see that? I think James Franco is supposed to be acting as Fidel Castro in a movie coming up.
Interesting.
Is it a comedy?
In a
Is it
comedy?
I don't know if it's a comedy. I just know
It probably is. It sounds like it, bro.
But,
if you're saying that, James
I've been
Franco-
seeing a lot about on social media that they're like they shouldn't use him. They should use Pedro Pascal instead as
Who's Narcos guy?
the Narcos
the
guy.
Narcos guy
Yeah.
/ Mandalorian guy. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
to play Fidel Castro. What do you guys think?
If it's a comedy, James Franco, bro. Because it's a comedy, bro.
Oh, if it's a comedy for sure, but
Yeah. I mean, James
not-
Franco is known for making like weird movies and comedic movies. And comedy movies have died because of this generation. They don't exist anymore. It's sad. When was the last time you seen a good comedy movie, man? Can't make fun of anything anymore. It's very sad. Yeah,
Damn.
exactly.
yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? I feel like they integrate comedy in everything now. It's not like you don't have a movie that's just like this genre now.
I think
It's
the
like
last
everything.
ones
Every
would be
movie
like-
has a little bit of like. This is why I didn't want to watch the Thor movie because it's like it's a Thor superhero movie, right? But it's riddled with comedy and puns and all this shit that I'm like, bro, it's not what I want to watch Thor for. But they made it like a fucking ridicule in my
Well,
opinion.
that's because they messed up and butchered Thor's story. in my
Exactly.
opinion.
So
From the first one.
that's
so.
what I feel like is like.
He's one of my favorite characters, and I hate that they messed up
was
his
one of
character.
mine also as a
Yeah.
child growing up,
Yeah.
but the movie
He's the god of
adaptation,
thunder.
the movie adaptation's been trash,
Yeah.
bro.
He's supposed to be a Viking. Yeah. One of the gods of the Vikings. But yeah, it sucks. They didn't know how to do that.
Yeah, the Thor movies never caught my attention.
Yeah.
I'm being totally honest with
The
you.
Viking show is more interesting.
But it's
than the
because
Thor
it's
movies.
like it should be. This is when I like look. Can I spin that shit on its head?
Spin it on his head, bro. We're on
Pose.
conspiracies.
What is
apparently.
Thor? What is Thor supposed to represent?
Well, I said the god of thunder.
Okay, but like, well, okay, what does that represent?
Well, he's the god for the Vikings.
But what does the Vikings represent?
The people of Norway, and they rape and pillage.
But that's like what do you see?
Like manliness.
There you go.
Okay?
So
Aggressiveness.
What are you getting from Thor?
Dominance.
What are you getting from Thor? Are you getting that?
Hey, have you ever watched the Blood
Are
Eagle
you
on
getting
Vikings,
that from
bro?
Thor at all?
No, but have you seen the Blood
Yes,
Eagle
I've
on
seen.
Vikings?
Yes, I've seen this.
So,
So what are you getting
that's
that
brutal
from Thor?
torture. No, Thor is not manly. He grew fat and had beers apparently.
So what does that give you? Like it gives you like very like
Nonchalant.
we're not.
He's not a Viking, bro.
The
The persona that he's supposed to embody is not who he is.
I mean, it's just
He's a
embarrassing.
lazy.
It's not a man's man, basically.
Yeah, no.
So it's like
He's not really the son of Odin.
don't seem like it at
Yeah,
least.
no. Have you guys seen the
Did
Blood
you-
Eagle?
Would you agree with that from the first movie, or do you think that happened more
Yeah,
towards
bro,
the last
from the
couple of
jump.
movies?
Nah, it's from the first one.
From
They
the
butchered
jump,
his story,
it,
bro.
it was in
And honestly, that's one series that I didn't really not.
the first
attention to
movie
watch.
when he came out on the Iron Man way. He came
No,
in.
he came out in his own movie, and then it was Avengers where they came out.
Yeah.
together. But he had his own movie already
Yeah.
before Avengers.
And his first one was bad. It was horrible.
I don't remember that one,
Yeah.
but what's the one where he finally came out? Well, it wasn't the Avengers. I feel like he made it a little like.
No.
It was Avengers.
It was
the first
Avengers.
Was it Avengers then?
Yeah.
When him and when him and Iron Man fight at the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah, it's
in
Avengers.
Avengers.
All right, for
Avengers.
sure. So
because they're like against each other before they team
Mhm.
up.
that was the only time that I felt like, okay, I get the manly side of him. When he was dark. Because he was kind of dark right there.
Not necessarily, but I think
Yeah, he didn't want to join the
I
Avengers
think
at
he's like
first.
certain rappers, bro, or artists. Like they do good on a feature. They don't do good on their own. Is it
Bro,
not?
what do you mean? Thor had his own standalone before, like,
But
like
do- but
in
we're
the-
saying
when it
that
was a
it's-
comic books world.
but
we're
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 talking
saying
about-
that people won't listen to his album, bro.
We're-
They just listen to him when
what we're
he's
trying to say though is that the Thor series
Apparently-
was not up to par. So we're saying that when once
Alright,
once
from-
he's in the
but
Avengers
from
movie,
the-
it's like, all right,
I'll
he's a
say,
better
like,
character.
People,
I feel.
people would rather watch Guardians of the Galaxy over watching his,
But I'm saying,
and he's a bigger character.
but this is you're saying this after the fact that we're talking about movie adaptations, right? We're not talking about like the essence of the comic book and like
Yeah, we're
Well,
saying that they went away
the
from
movie
that,
adaptation
and
then.
the series of movies they made were not good.
Here's the thing that I like that Marvel did. Marvel from the very beginning said that the MCU was going to be a total different thing, separate than the comics. So they prepared their fans that to expect that whatever happens in the movie, it's its own universe and it's its own thing. It's not going to be what's in the comics because the comics are always more darker, are more crazier. Like the characters are more insane. Like
just take
like if
elements
you
out of it.
take like Thor in the comics, it's a different Thor. You know.
So do you think DC is winning because they're sticking more to the?
Nah, I don't like their darkness. They're being dark for the sake of being dark, but they're not giving good stories. That's the problem with DC, in
But
my
is that
opinion.
because of them, or is that because they're not letting the director do his thing?
It could be that they're not letting the
I
director
think
do
they're
his
just
thing.
trying to catch up to MCU as well. What they were able to do in 10 years and then the Avengers and all that stuff, they're trying to like. That's why that Justice League movie came out of nowhere. Like
Yeah.
they just rushed
Well,
it. I feel
it
like.
wasn't. It came out of nowhere. That was rolled out with HBO Max.
No, that's the Snyder cut. That
Yeah,
you're
Snyder
talking
cut.
about.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
But
movie
that,
that came
but
out
that, but that
first-
came out. There was another cut that
But
came out prior to
why?
that.
Which was not the Snyder cut. Snyder cut was the one that we were supposed to get initially.
Yeah.
Remember? That's what I'm saying. Was it
But I'm
because
saying
they
it
were
was gonna be
letting
like
the
a 3-hour movie.
Matter of fact, it wasn't
and their
even. It
first
wasn't
movie-
even him. It wasn't even that the producers gave the director. It was Schneider left. Wasn't it? He had like personal issues.
Well, you
that
got to
he had
remember
leave.
that the
from-
reason they
and that's why
hired
he didn't-
Snyder was because Snyder did the Avengers.
Right.
And then they DC thought, okay, if we get the guy that did the Avengers, then
Which
we
is
could do
it's a
something good with
smart
DC.
movie.
But
Because I feel like the Snyder cut is better than the original.
But you gotta realize
um,
what the MCU did. The MCU built all those characters up.
Yeah, they
So by
built
the
up
time
multiple
Avengers came
stories.
up,
Yeah,
it came
there was
together.
multiple stories
But
built
Zack
already.
Snyder, like it was almost. I didn't say he was trying to do that all in one movie with the Justice League, but he was almost forced to.
well,
because of-
Justice League.
huh?
It's Justice
Well, with
League.
the thing
No, I
is
know,
that
but
they didn't
had
build.
not built up any of those characters.
Yeah,
we had
like
gotten-
When he had
before-
Batman and Superman.
and those movies were fucking whack too.
I mean, what do
Yeah.
you mean? The Superman movies? They were just drama
Superman
filled.
versus Batman was
Those,
bad.
for those
Why
times,
bad?
there
that
were.
was bad, bro.
Hold up.
I'm not
That was
like
I'm
that.
all right. We're talking about Superman versus Batman.
was bad.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
But that was
their,
before Justice League.
their own movies, though. Superman's movie and Batman's
Superman's
movie.
Man of
movie
Steel
I
was whack,
I
bro.
would say it was better than
For the
Batman.
time that we
But
were
did
in,
Bat-
it was
Did
decent.
Ben Affleck get his own movie?
No,
With
never
Batman, no.
He didn't get his own movie. That's
Batman?
another thing.
no. Ben
It was,
Affleck
nah, it
didn't
was the
have a
Justice
standalone.
League movie.
It
by
was
then.
Justice League, and it was the
It's just
one
Batman versus
versus
Superman
Yep.
and
Yeah.
Justice League.
He didn't get his
Exactly.
own movie. Man of Steel came first, then that.
I
So
don't
that's why,
think.
like,
I don't
And Man
think
of Steel
Ben
was
Affleck-
whack,
we
bro.
never
I don't
got
think
a
Ben
movie
Affleck
for
would have
we
be
never
good
got a movie
Batman.
for
anyways.
Cyborg.
He was a good Bruce Wayne. He was never a good Batman.
I think we did get Wonder Woman before, right?
Yes,
So,
she got a standalone
I
movie.
think she was the one that got the best.
And then for me,
storyline.
yes, I would agree that like I like the first one. I don't like the second one. The second one was whack, bro. That was a whack Wonder Woman movie.
bro,
I wish they never did that. But the first Wonder Woman movie was was really good. I want to go watch it in theaters, and I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah.
so since we're all on conspiracy theories too and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff,
What do you guys think about the Wonder Woman right at Six Flags?
I haven't seen it, haven't done it. I
Yeah,
haven't
bro.
gone.
I'm
Um,
saying.
You got no one to your left and to your right, bro. It's just you, bro.
So what do you think?
And then it's just like, single.
but I'm down to do it.
Yeah.
But on this
You're gonna soar, bro,
conspiracy theory
and unleash the Wonder Woman in you.
Whoa.
That's what the commercial says.
Sure.
All right.
Do you guys think conspiracy theories are dangerous?
They
got
can
us.
be,
They
can
got
be,
us.
bro. That's what QAnon happened, bro.
Do you
They
think
got
that
Alex
it's
Jones in
what
trouble.
do you think makes it dangerous though?
I mean, what makes it dangerous is that you're
You think
trying to
Uncertainty.
prove something that you may or may not know. I mean,
Do you think the danger of it is maybe when it starts being talked about by someone that has like that
notoriety.
platform, that notoriety, that
Yeah, like a Joe
Wow.
Rogan saying something, or
people like that?
Uh-huh.
You guys think that's when it becomes dangerous?
I mean, because he says things and then people go, whoa, 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 whoa.
do you guys think that's the danger?
Take it with a grain of salt.
But shit, like Elon Musk had a Nuck Boy interview, and a lot of people could take his shit and be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
now they could create their own conspiracies based off what he said."
Yeah,
But you
take it with a grain of salt.
Alex Jones had his own
That fool,
conspiracy too,
that fool
though.
was a little awkward on that interview. I felt like he was more natural on the Joe Rogan one. When he was with the Nelk
He's talking to
boys,
someone his age though. That's the
I
difference.
was like, bro, this was acting super awkward.
Like he had to keep his whereabouts like on the down low. First of all,
Yeah.
because they said that on the podcast. But Alex Jones had his own conspiracy theories. He had his own platform that we all know.
He had predicted a lot of them correct.
But
He
one of them
messed
got
up in
him.
one of them.
One of them now has him what $40 million in debt right now.
Well, it's because of the way he
But
pushed
that's
it.
'cause, yeah.
And that's why I say, what
and then
at
his
what
followers
extent
started harassing the
at
families and
what
shit.
extent can they become dangerous and whatnot? You know what I mean? And we're talking about obviously Sandy Hook and
Yeah.
Alex Jones saying that it was a hoax.
Well, it could come
I don't know. You
dangerous.
see,
Like,
my thing is, I
like
don't
if
know
Top
how.
G did something, bro.
My thing is, how come he didn't get backlash for 9/11? And that was way more
Well,
people. I mean, he's made way more documentaries and spoke way more against that than Sandy Hook.
Well, I think
It's
a lot
just
of people
20
have
years
too,
ago.
though. A lot of people have also done that besides Alex Jones. I just think that with this one specifically,
Sooner.
It's,
Well, he said about crisis actors.
it's not just that; it's that, and I think it's also his. I think the family just went after him really hard. They got the right lawyers at some point, and then this whole thing about his lawyers sending all his text messages to the opposing lawyers.
So you think his lawyer sold himself off?
I think it's some sort of self-sabotage
There
at
was
some
some
point, bro.
colluding.
At some point, dog.
Is that
Like,
what you think?
talking about conspiracy here.
Yeah, they colluded.
But this is my thing. All right, if this is really what it is, was this a civil or a criminal case?
Civil because he's getting sued for money.
So that means he don't have to pay that money back. When you're sued civilly, and he already filed for bankruptcy for that specific reason, so he can claim he don't got money.
We'll have to check with Amber Heard. She's also in a little bit of a pickle herself, and I heard that the money that she owes is also way more than what she's worth and all that. So,
Yeah, 15 mil. She's only worth, I think, 8.
That's why you have to be careful when you go sue somebody.
but that's what I'm saying. Also with conspiracies and all that, like I'm saying, when does it become dangerous?
She's gonna open an OnlyFans, bro. She'll make that money like nothing, bro.
I mean, she wants
Possible.
to keep her acting career.
Yeah,
Yeah, who's gonna hire her though?
She already got the boot right with the movie with the not the
Aquaman.
Suicide Squad movie or something like that.
Nah,
Aquaman.
she was
Aquaman, there you go.
Aquaman's wife or something.
Damn, he was suffering too. That's fucked up. But yeah, man, that's what happened down for Alex Jones right now. But I just again that whole text message thing to me is complete some kind of self-sabotage in that aspect. Like
Shit happens.
his lawyers are getting some of that $40 million for sure. I think so. But we mentioned Elon Musk on the Full Sim podcast.
What did you think about him saying? Did you watch the part where I said about
about the population?
we're in
not
a
hear
population decline? Well, no, we need to.
He says that we need that smart people don't populate, and that non-smart people are the ones populating. So that he's populating because he wants to populate smart people.
Oh, so that's his excuse for having,
So many kids.
but not just so many kids, having
Well,
twins and then another kid.
from what I also took of it, it was more like everybody. The Nelk boys had the impression that we were in a overpopulation.
And he says that there is
We're
no,
underpopulated. But what that made me understand, bro, is that he's a billionaire, right? So he's preview to
things that we are not a privy to.
right, and it's kind of like in a sense of making me think like, damn, that makes me only feel like we have more resources than we're being told.
Yeah, obviously, always.
Just like kind of going back to what you're saying about climate control and how like, oh, is there the water, like
Well, the reason
Shouldn't
I
there be
say
able-
the reason I say that as well too.
because he's one of the guys that he's helping NASA send all these and this is privately
To the
funded
moon,
because
to
he,
Mars.
obviously governments don't want to pay for this
Actually,
shit.
he's not just privately funded. He said in the podcast that he has federal contracts. So when he smoked weed on the Joe Rogan podcast,
The-
they were drug testing him. So they're not totally
Okay.
privately
And they
funded. He
made
has
his-
federal
Okay,
contracts
okay,
to do
but
that type of stuff
The federal contract is
with
to have the
SpaceX.
partnership with them. It's not them funding him,
No,
bro.
no, for sure.
The fucking government doesn't have money to fucking.
No, I
don't
think
even
it
wanna-
does, bro. At some point,
Bro, they allocate money. You rather go allocate money to continue to have bases around the world
I remember-
than to fucking explore. That's why they're
It's
leaving
crazy.
these things to private
If
entrepreneur and
they're funding
enterprise.
anybody, bro, it's Jeff Bezos.
I remember one of my
about that one.
classes in.
What do you
in,
mean?
at Pierce?
He's the one that sells the cloud storage,
He
bro.
actually showed us a chart that you can actually go online and find it. So I didn't look for it, but it shows like all the spending that the government does, and like the biggest pie of it is for sure military, and then it just starts going down and down. But space exploration is up there though, and all that shit. Too.
Yeah, but you gotta
We have
remember,
a whole fucking space station up there. Marine
cloud
people,
storage
all that.
is where Jeff Bezos makes his money with. That's why he has a CIA contract. It's on storage for them. That's why that's why he can sell things on pennies.
But that's telling me what?
He's funded. They pay him for the services he provides.
But that's because that's like, again, this motherfucker is providing a service for NASA and for the federal government because they can't provide it for themselves. That's why he has a federal contract with them.
Yeah.
That's my point.
And that's why.
To me, it's like, it's one thing about like let's say NASA. How did NASA was created? It was the government funded it,
Mhm.
taxpayer money, right? Now government's broke to where they need a private entity
Yep.
that was created in SpaceX to fucking, all right, now we're gonna do this.
I wonder if NASA's gonna move. I mean, they're all right there in
Florida, right?
Huh?
Florida?
No. They're here in California. They're with the company JPL. They're right there in the city of La Cañada.
Oh shit.
They're all right there. All those people that work, because you can get a job right there in NASA. NASA's right there in La Cañada.
SpaceX.
But then that's the thing.
No, NASA
And
as
that
well.
the
As
United-
well. Yeah,
know
you can look it up.
SpaceX.
Google
I know
it.
SpaceX is
the
also
United
out there.
States has gone so.
Well, SpaceX is
Hawthorne.
there because NASA's right there as
the
well.
United States has gone away from it having like pushing the population to go towards these things more, and after, like we're going after TikTok and like athletics and.
Well, that's
and
because
music.
what TikTok. I mean, their privacy laws are crazy, bro.
I do want to say though, all the launches that they've had though have been in Florida though.
Because
for
it's
the
the
most
blessed
part.
climate.
Yeah. All that. But besides that, any other thoughts that you guys had on that podcast?
I mean, shit. Just the fact that he's saying.
I haven't finished
What I
it
got
yet.
from it is basically that people need to have, like, he was looking at the guys on Network like, how old are you? How come you haven't had a kid? Like, and it's like, you should be trying to have, but it's like
Nah, bro,
we're
it's
being
'cause
told, oh, they're too
We're-
expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's what I'm saying. It's a misconception that you're being told that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, people don't
But-
want responsibility.
But they don't want that. At the end of the day, that's also what I got from him too. Is that
Yeah.
people just don't want that
All
responsibility.
right, so have a kid.
If you want the responsibility, if
Have
you
a
don't want to
kid.
be responsible, bro. If you can't be responsible for yourself, don't have a kid.
Don't rap the Jimmy. Have a kid.
No, bro. Fuck that. If you cannot take care of yourself, don't have a kid. Anywho,
If you want to take
Smart people.
if you want to take Manny's advice or Enzo's advice, and then you don't got that partner to dance with, it's a new app that might already be on your phone.
What does it do?
So for people who has Facebook, Facebook basically came up with their own dating app within the app, if you will.
oh, it sucks.
So you don't have to download another thing. It's on the app. Like
It's all on the metaverse.
all on there. You know what I mean?
They should do it on IG. I think it would be more beneficial for them.
The interesting about this is
I'm pretty sure they were beta testing it on Facebook, and then they're gonna launch it for IG.
Probably, I wouldn't doubt it. So the whole idea of it is like you register like if it's another like any other app.
Have you tried already?
Of course, I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's why he's giving us the
Yeah,
peer
I'm gonna
review,
I'm gonna give you the
bro.
breakdown right now of this
Damn,
shit. and
bro,
There's gonna be a part where it
listen.
tripped me out.
So is that telling me you're currently looking?
Hey, bro.
We gotta speak
He
about
pleads the fifth
What
on
do you
that,
mean,
bro.
Let the man speak for himself.
it. I may not be
It's-
looking
it's a-
there exactly. This was for research purposes only. So,
Okay, I like that answer. See, that's a good answer.
because
Hey,
Valid.
research is very broad.
Valid.
What do you mean by research?
hey, motherfucker, I produce a
It could be
podcast,
for-
and I need
It could be his personal research and his, he has a little notebook he got write shit
I
on
got my black book, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you still swipe left and right?
in the.
Hey, you
the
researched
Facebook.
like
It just
on the-
depends.
Yeah,
It depends.
What do you mean the Facebook app? We're talking about the Facebook
yeah,
app.
like is
So
it
is-
swipe left
is it
and
a
right?
swipe?
Like, okay, then
I
yeah.
was asking you if like
Have you
it
have you
depends on
matched
who it is.
anybody?
But let me get to that point.
Have you matched anybody?
You set
I'm
up
getting
like,
to
your
the point.
profile.
Have you matched
Hold on,
anybody?
motherfucker.
That's the point. That's the point. Everybody's holding their enchilada for the. Have you
Okay,
mentioned?
well, they have to get the whole rest of it. They have to prepare the
Bro,
enchilada.
fuck that rest of it, bro.
He's
So,
trying to cook, bro. You're just trying to
When you
eat.
go to a restaurant, bro, you don't watch the chef fucking tell
Yeah,
you.
you do, bro.
Yeah,
And an
bro.
expensive
restaurant,
one.
Let me take you to
The
Korean
fuck are you
barbecue,
talking
motherfucker.
about?
What Mexican
Cook that
restaurant
shit
have you seen the
myself.
motherfucker? Here you
The
go,
taco
bitch.
truck. What
No,
you
that-
mean?
and that's why-
I can see the
and
taco
that's why
guy in
you're
the
on
taco
Facebook
truck,
and-
bro.
This how you know this uncultured swine's never been to Korean barbecue.
Oh, shit,
You
we're
fucking
coming-
cook it yourself.
No, you cook it
motherfucker.
yourself.
Do
yeah.
not call me that,
I
bro.
just
We're gonna
called
have
you
us
that.
over
Yes, but get your
hypersensitive
ass to
motherfucker
K-Town
listening and talking
and have
about,
yourself
hey
some Korean
man, this guy
barbecue."
said some racist shit on his own podcast, right?
Yeah, they're not
I'm
human,
just
bro.
saying, bro.
You're not
First of all,
I think
Alright.
that's the greatest insult. You're not human.
So you set up your profile, bro.
Swine is
You set up your profile, everything, your preferences, everything. You start
fat
getting to the
pig.
swiping part, right?
Uh-huh.
Tell me why, like 95% of the girls that are on the Facebook dating app,
you smashed already. You're such a
Hey, bro, he pleaded the fifth again.
You're such a
all
thought, bro.
from
Mujeriego este.
they're
I
all.
know.
Hey,
Puro
look,
solo
look,
huevo.
look. What I will say is that
95%
anybody that's
of the
on that
women
app and
Hey,
wants
he didn't
to,
deny it, so he's a mujeriego,
Hey, let me
right?
finish my fucking point.
Pinche
You know what I'm
mujeriego.
saying? So, what I was saying is,
He can't take heat, bro. He can't take the heat. Look.
yeah, but I'm trying to like get to the next point.
Hey, fix that.
It's already done. But you guys not letting
All
me get
right.
to the point.
Hey, bro.
So basically, if you
Sorry that we want to entertain, bro.
No, bro.
And
That's all we're trying
interject,
to-
bro.
Come on, brother.
Damn,
Yes, let me
bro.
Pinche, yeah, bro.
right.
Hypersensitivity
but
in
if
the
you
room.
if you do want to get involved with these women, it's very possible. You know why? 95% of these women are all in Mexico, bro, and TJ of all places. Tell me what that means to y'all.
So, prostitución.
That's what that means to him, I guess.
That's why I said I want to
What does that mean to you?
bro.
they're
That's
all-
I can't answer these questions, man.
I
can't answer what nothing means to
I
me.
plead the fifth. I don't want to
I'm
be
pleading the
incriminated. I don't know
Exactly.
what's
Look,
in TJ.
bro, that was the first thing that came to my mind, bro.
So what?
What Manny just said, bro.
What about what you say it?
He doesn't say it, bro.
Hookers?
hookers, bro?
Yeah,
all that
bro.
stuff. Because it's just like
Why?
they're all
Well,
in
did
that.
you
Like it'd
DM?
be different if some
Did
of
you
them were
slide
like.
in the DM and ask?
If it would be different if some
Like,
of
selling
them.
¿Cuánto me
ass?
cuesta?
That's the next question to ask, bro.
Is that what you're gonna ask?
I'm not gonna ask that, but it's like again for
Damn.
research purposes.
Damn.
Oh, hey, but he's gonna ask you for research purposes.
research
did you,
purposes,
did you
bro.
understand? All right.
For research purposes.
I got the most randomest texts. I think it was like a spam. I don't know what's going on with like
Yeah, I've gotten weird ones.
like
in
like
last
a
week.
photo of a bitch, and then like it's like saying
Is she Asian?
nah.
See, Byron,
I actually got an Asian one like a while ago. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've been
Me
getting
too.
some spam
But
weird
watch,
ones. Yeah.
watch. Let me read y'all this shit, bro. And there was a photo of somewhere. And then like my girl saw that shit. And she was like, she played it off
man.
so smooth, bro. But I was tripping out because I was like, I hope she didn't think. Because like, watch, it was like, are you going to the bar tonight? I cannot decide what to wear. Help. And it's some bitch in a bra tatted out, some white chick. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And my girl saw it. She's like, who you going to the bar with? And I was like, I swear that's
I
not.
think she knows you so well that you wouldn't go to a bar.
Bro!
That's why she was. That's why she wasn't tripping.
And that's exactly what I looked at her like, come on, man. You know me. I don't go to no fucking bar, yo. What the fuck? You know I'm going to just pop that bottle at the crib. I ain't fucking going to no bar. Bro, thank you. That's exactly
Yeah.
what she, like, that's why she was
I think
not
that's why she
sweating
didn't
me,
trip.
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
because
didn't trip
like,
because
you're
of
like,
that.
this nigga not going
Now,
to
now, if that shit said we're going to the movies, then she's gonna be tripping because you like to go to the movies.
Right. Red flag right there. That's a red flag.
So yeah,
I'm a
man,
movie
my
nerd.
shit is just I just trip out because it's, and
Hey, what do you mean, yo?
So
shit?
are you going
What's
to
coming
TJ
out?
is the question.
Yeah, right.
it's all again. It's not even like you're in different parts of Mexico, like you know.
You're
but it's
Tijuana.
all TJ.
It's all
Baja
TJs
California,
specifically.
Mexicali,
I think you
Those
need
are the
to-
girls that have
you,
phones, bro.
Have you fixed your area code, sir?
Bro, that's the thing on so like again on these preferences, like the only thing you can say is your location, and it's like Los Angeles. Like, how am I getting all these females from TJ?
Basically,
Basically, the meta saw your picture and we're like Mexican. Let's give them all Mexican girls.
no. Guess what the issue is, bro.
Uh.
Guess what you want me to tell you la neta?
La neta, bro.
La neta, since we're
He's
talking
done his own
about girls
research.
and TJs.
Huh?
La neta is That Facebook is dead out here, bro.
That's true.
Ain't no bitch out here
That's true.
on fucking Facebook.
No girls
and then
signed up.
updating
No
the new
girls signed up to it in LA.
Hey, I know.
I like your take. I like your take on it. Yeah.
I'm sorry,
The
buddy.
girls that signed up to it, yeah.
I'm sorry, but it's just
That's like having WhatsApp,
because
bro.
TJ, yeah, it's like TJ.
Who's talking to you on WhatsApp from LA, bro? No one, bro.
Facts.
Facebook right now is in Latin America is like they're like 10 years
demographic in certain
behind.
areas, bro.
Bro,
Nah, bro.
I've never met anyone from LA that texts me through WhatsApp, bro. Anybody that texts me through WhatsApp, bro, is like out of the country.
Certain demographics, bro.
Certain demographics.
He's
true.
like, when I want to hide information.
If she has an Android, bro, chances are she has WhatsApp, dog.
touche. I mean,
Bro,
shit.
there's a bunch of girls that have iPhones that have WhatsApp, bro.
No, but
I have WhatsApp, but I have WhatsApp because I speak to
when
my
they got
cousins in El
Android though, it's
Salvador.
like fucking. They for sure have that
Yeah,
shit, bro. Like without a
because-
doubt, it's on their phone.
Because having an
Oh,
iPhone
it's
is
just
very
on-
expensive.
That's their iMessage.
and if you look at the screen time, it's the most used, probably, bro. Like,
Yeah.
How would you know?
because it's just.
Are you an Android user?
Yes, bro.
Yeah,
Research?
bro. Research purposes. He's got a second phone,
Hey,
bro.
hey, Mauricio's new plea the fifth is research.
Research.
Este cerote. So, hey, so tell me this.
He's like, so I went
¿Te
to
sobar los
TJ.
huevos for research or what?
That's
Hey,
So I went to TJ to
That's
figure out why
Byron's
these
field of
girls.
study.
what does this sensation feel like?
Byron's field of study.
Research.
Feel this.
He's gonna be saying that now
Hey, put the
because of you. He's gonna be saying that now all
Put
the
the camera
time.
in Mauricio's face.
And like,
Exactly.
research purposes.
Exactly. You're a fool, Mauricio.
I mean, I'm still
You're a
questioning.
fool for research.
Still questioning.
You're still, hey man, be a skeptic just like your brother, bro. Yes, skeptic gang.
How do you know that girls aren't on Facebook, bro? How do you know that?
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Switches it
I
back.
don't. He did his
He's
own
like,
research.
research.
Well, to my last analytical study, I concurred that
He's like, according to Harvard,
Harvard, Connecticut, it's a bias of
Statistics say Facebook users have dropped in the last 5 years.
and Stanford says the following after
I
that.
just happen to check in every so often to see if it's still coming back or not. all
Bro,
right?
I've had my profile
Once I see
disabled.
another auntie and another Theo on there, I'm like, fuck, man, this is dead.
Like, bro, I have mine disabled since 2017, bro.
You know what's crazy?
I haven't even logged in. I don't even know what's in there.
I just be looking at like on Facebook sometimes I log in and I like for instance I logged in recently. Well, not I ain't logging. It's always logging. I just went on the app to bring in.
Oh, so your profile is still active?
yeah to
Okay.
introduce my son, right? So I introduced my new son or whatever.
All the tios and tios are the only ones replying to your content?
there's a lot of people replying. I was surprised and I was like, oh shit, but I don't have the notifications turned on, so I don't get notified.
Mhm.
But it was just interesting because it was like, damn, Facebook's a trip. I have all these add me people, and I'm like,
You haven't
I'm
added
more interested in who people you may know than the people that added me.
them. Who's having you stalk me?
I don't know, not necessarily that.
Ah.
Just like I don't care for
Mm.
Very interesting.
because it's Facebook. Like
Facebook.
Honestly, for me, Facebook.
I feel like I reached my cap on Facebook. Like if you didn't get ad after
Oh,
2013,
for sure. I'm not
like,
adding
you're not
people.
adding.
all that
You know what I'm
shit.
saying?
But Facebook,
Nah.
I their feed, I kind of like it a little bit more. For certain aspects, like the things that I like, I feel like I get it more.
What's chronological?
It's chronological, but also even it has its own algorithm. But even the algorithm is pretty good. Like, cause I'm not
I'm not on it enough to know.
like, for example, honestly, a lot of things that I see on there are like throwback things of like WWE, throwback things of like
I just go on YouTube.
No,
Watch
I
it.
just,
Dodgers.
I see
yeah,
it
all
because
that
of my
type stuff. Yeah,
parents.
sports stuff in general, but WWE a lot because it's just like, damn, like I remember this was when I was a kid watching this stuff. Like,
Nah,
Yeah,
I love when I love messing with my dad.
What's
on
your
that
what's your
thing.
guys' all-time favorite app?
IG, bro.
Instagram's been your
Yeah,
all-time favorite app.
It's the only social media I have. I don't have anything else besides that. But I like messing with my dad on what's it called? On Facebook. Cause like he'll tell me, he's like, I'm not following this, and it pops up on my feed, and I'll be like, dang, you're following that? You're looking at that? Like, I'll poke at him. He's not following it, and I'm like, no, it's just stuff just randomly pops out, man. Don't worry about it.
La pornografía.
IG is like a love hate,
Hermano.
bro, because it's like
I'm just kidding.
it's a dope app too. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like for example, when you have a podcast, you can promote things and stuff like that, businesses
Mm-hmm.
and all that. But at the same time, like it is very time consuming.
Yeah.
You know, if you start looking at paying attention to your screen time and all that
Bro.
stuff, like super time consuming.
Yeah.
And it's like sometimes you close the app, you go to another one to check like maybe your messages, and then you go right back to Instagram. It's like, bro,
Yeah.
it's like just second nature for you to be doing that. Type
Yep.
stuff. And since we're on the topic of phones and all that stuff, Enzo, can you do me a favor? Hold up your phone one hand for me real quick. Just want to see. how
Nah,
you hold your
bro.
phone.
Why are you trying to incriminate
Like
us?
if you were to be texting right now with one hand, well, how would you do it? Or just one hand? Okay, now let me see you, Manny. How would you do it?
Right hand always, bro.
Okay, I noticed one very important detail that I've been noticing with everybody, and I saw this on IG recently. You guys all support the phone with your pinky.
Well, yeah.
It's fucking up people's pinkies.
Well, fuck my pinky. That's why. That's how I feel about my pinky. That's why.
Yeah, bro. In a
Well,
couple
that's why
years, you're gonna get
people-
arthritis, and you're gonna be able to hold up the clipper, bro.
That's why people have the pop, and they
pop,
do it.
yeah.
They do
But
it.
they were showing how it's like people's like they're starting to show studies of like people's pinkies like starting to like get deformed and all that stuff.
Well, you know
because
what's
of
crazy?
how they're
I'm not gonna lie, I've been noticing that on mine for a
and it
while,
starts,
but
it starts like to like not hurt, but it's just like sore.
I think it depends on
Yeah.
how many hours you doing.
Yeah, I was
that,
about to
bro.
say that. Like, I'm
not on there for hours,
I'm
bro.
like working the majority of the hour of the
If
day.
you guys notice when I share stuff, I share
No,
stuff
I feel
more
that, but
during
it
the
doesn't
morning.
have to
morning.
be. It
I
doesn't
share
have to be for
stuff more,
hours,
yeah.
bro. Just hold your phone like
In
that for a
general?
couple minutes, bro,
Yeah.
and you're gonna start to feel it.
Like I
And it
share
adds
even
up.
yeah,
Just
but
like
since we're
anything.
talking about screen time,
even like selfies or videos.
like on the weekend is the when I least share.
really,
See,
Yeah.
but sharing is one thing, bro. I know you're still watching things and scrolling
Nah,
through things.
on
Like
the
sharing is a
weekend-
whole different thing, bro.
I mean,
You have
honestly,
your shows that
honestly,
you watch
anybody
and all
that
that
has
stuff, too.
anybody that has fucking phone,
But I don't
man,
watch
we're
that
all
on my
slaves
phone,
to
though.
our cell phone, man.
You don't watch your shows, bro. You watch it about church on your phone, bro. You be watching shows there all the time,
Ooh, holding them accountable.
bro. You be watching shows in that first service. I be going out
Come on, but
watching
don't.
the show. It's been a lot of times, bro. Okay. Aight.
Echo chamber. Ooh.
What I mean is when I'm not at church,
No, I feel you, but you
Ooh.
consume it on there too, and like
that's
a
because
lot of
I'm not
times,
listening
too,
to that preaching, bro.
Well, that's a different story, bro.
Yeah.
Calentada.
especially in that 8 o'clock service, bro. But don't say you don't watch
Body
it on your
shots.
phone.
All right, body shots.
All right, let's do it, bro. But it's just interesting how this person, like on IG, pointed out this detail, and I'm like, bro, I do that, and I'm noticing a lot of people, other people, when they're just one phone and
You know what, bro?
one hand.
So you just going to tell me to hold my phone up so you could judge me, bro?
Yeah,
nah,
I know.
bro, to
Ooh,
just
you see,
make
you're
you
better than me, bro?
aware.
You get better than me
Yeah.
because
Make
your
you
pinky's
aware.
not deformed like mine.
Feels better than us, bro.
of
You think you're better than me because my pinky's not deformed like mine?
keeping your pinky better, bro.
Now you care about my pinky.
Promoting pinky health, bro.
Oh, now
Stop
you're
promoting
promoting. Food is my body, my choice, bro.
Okay, bro.
All right?
Pinkies up.
Thank you, feminist.
Adios.
No, hold up. Still got a couple more things to talk about.
Nah.
Let's-
Good, hold on.
Since we're on the dating app,
Mm.
what happens when you see like a shorty that you knew that your boy was with
You're pleading the fifth, right?
on a dating
This
app,
is for a friend.
and you're like, shit, should I slide in that DM? But y'all compatible.
You talk what? Say it again. Like,
are you
which-
breaking guy code or are you just going for it? What is guy code to you guys?
I think it doesn't exist. Like,
Whoa,
yeah, it
oh,
doesn't exist.
shit. Doesn't it's a lost art? Is it a lost art to you?
No, it doesn't exist, bro.
It never existed.
No.
So why
Here's-
why
here's
is
the
this
thing.
why is this
Here's the
thing
thing. Here's the
even
thing.
even
Here's
a
the
thing?
Here's the thing. I think there's a difference between someone who's been in a serious relationship. Like, if you know your homie was in a serious relationship and you get with her, kind of fucked up. In my
Kinda
opinion.
fucked up.
In my opinion.
Kinda.
Pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Pretty fucked up. Or it's fucked
However,
up.
if
It's fucked up.
It's fucked up.
but if it's
But
just
some people just roll that way, bro.
But I
if-
feel like
if both of you are just in the like all you
Just
are
messing
down the
around.
messing around talking stage, is fair game. It's whoever gets her.
but I also feel like some people are also like let's say homies, right? And there's a ex homie and Y homie, right? Y homie might like the girl more than ex homie, right?
Yeah, bro.
So it's
I
like
gotta keep up with X's and Y's, bro.
I just don't want to say
Understand this
names.
fucking
All right, just
story,
say
bro.
X and Y.
Just
So it's
call
like-
him David and Goliath, bro. So
That's what I don't want to do, bro. I want to use some biblical names, motherfucker. Okay, bro, with your biblical studies major here, let me call him. Nah, I can't.
you
call-
gotta be like Joseph.
So what's
why-
Cain and Abel, bro? They're brothers. They
Ca-
both like the same girl.
X and Y is just as good, bro.
Who gets to get her, bro? Obviously,
No, it's not who gets to
who
get
got
her.
killed?
Bro,
Abel or
Abel
Cain?
got
All right,
killed.
so
Cain.
obviously Abel got the girl.
How you
so
been
Cain was
Christian for your
upset.
whole life and you don't know that?
Man, if I'm being honest with y'all, I've
You
heard
had
the
to-
story maybe like 3 times.
Whoa,
Yes.
bro.
Damn, pecador.
Pecador, bro.
Hey, bro, if I'm being
Solo,
honest with y'all.
solo.
Pecador.
You're just warming up benches when you go
Yeah,
to work,
me
bro.
pendón.
When you go to work, yeah. That's your job now too, man.
Yeah,
Damn,
es el trabajo.
es su trabajo.
Trabajo.
You don't even go for the word anymore. You just go.
No,
for the
pues es
check.
lo que dijimos aquí en el podcast.
Bro,
I'm fucking.
I don't even- let's not even get into it.
Well, you said I've only heard this sermon 3 times in my whole 20, 30 years of life at being Christian.
I mean, if I'm being honest with you,
They don't,
Because
bro.
technically
They've
you've been
never.
Christian your whole life.
First
Cain
of
and
all-
Abel, bro, I heard
first of
about
all-
when I was in the children's ministry. to be
First of
honest
all,
with you.
bro.
Whoa.
Yes,
First of
bro,
all,
yes.
first of all,
To be
bro.
honest with y'all.
First of all, I can attest to that. The whole 3 years I've been there, they've never talked about that story at that church.
Dog,
Que le- hermano,
Bro,
hermano.
They don't talk. They don't preach that story,
Tenemos
bro.
que- Le voy a dar un mensaje por email. Al
There's
pastor.
a bunch of stories at that church that they don't preach, bro. And I'm just like, okay,
Why is
cool.
this? Because this is prosperity gospel over here.
Sure, why not, bro? I don't pay attention, bro. You're asking the wrong person.
Whoa, guys! Breaking news.
Uh-huh.
They don't pay attention.
he doesn't pay attention.
Whoa,
He said, I,
Mister! I don't listen to Cain and Abel for 30 years. Now he pays attention all of a sudden.
bro.
Hey, I don't even go to church and I know the fucking story.
I know the story,
You
bro.
realize that
I-
I consume that preaching like maybe like 5 times.
Hermano.
Oh, now
Hermano,
it's fine.
Hermano,
Now,
no se ofenda.
So first of all,
No,
No se
nah.
ofenda.
now,
I see
But
the
going back to
outline
Guy
before
Code.
the preaching even
Going
goes
back to
down.
Guy Code. So
And like,
Goliath,
like he said,
going back
Cain
to
and Abel.
Goliath. Going back to
Cain and Abel,
Goliath.
the first example of kind of Guy Code, bro. It's like
yeah.
keep the beef
It wasn't
cool,
guy
bro.
code, but all right, bro. I think it's more.
I think more like David had broke the Guy Code, no?
Nah. I think the guy. Well,
Yeah,
there's
David, bro.
there's
David
several.
broke that
sure
Guy
broke the
Code
Guy
for
Code.
sure. Yeah,
There's several with guy code, bro. You have Joseph.
Break down the Guy Codes in the Bible, bro. That don't exist. That you say that, but they're in the Bible. Shit. Oh my God.
No, but like you have you. All right. For example, you have Abraham and his
Lord, forgive me
wife,
for my
right?
blasphemous.
They said that Sarah was one of the most beautiful women in the world, right?
All right.
And when he enters Egypt, he's afraid that they might kill him because of how beautiful his wife is. And he tells his wife, if they ask you, like, are you married? You gotta say no. Say you're my sister.
Oh shit.
Because he's not trying to get killed over her beauty, right? So then the Egyptian king sees her, the pharaoh, right? And he's like, damn, I want her. So he takes her. And then God comes and he's like, I'm gonna punish you now because you're taking my servant's wife. Like, and then he got to give her back. And then he finds out and he's like, why didn't you tell me that was your wife?
God created Guy Code right there.
There you go. Another story is
So God Code. I mean,
Joseph,
God Code is real.
Joseph and Potiphar, right? So Potiphar, allowed Joseph to flourish and become the second in command in his household and take care of everything in his estate. He would go away and allow his wife to be in the house, and this lady wanted this cougar wanted to get Joseph. She's like, sleep with me. And he was like, no. And then she was like, sleep with me. He was like, no. And then because she was so upset that he wouldn't sleep with her, she
lied
tells
on-
her husband.
she lied on his Guy Code.
Yeah, she was like, oh, he tried to sleep with me, tried to rape me. And then they threw him in jail. And then God was like, don't worry, I'm going to get you out.
So how you feel about that
You
type
know?
of stuff when somebody lies on somebody like that?
And then, we're doing stories, right?
I want to do a story time. Man.
And then David, bro, David's is messed up, bro. The reason I think David's is messed up, bro, is because his is premeditated, bro.
oh,
His is the
shit.
most, to me, his is the most messed up.
Okay, well let's talk about
The
it.
reason I say it's premeditated, and because a lot of people don't pay attention to the details of what's in the story, and
Right.
the reason I say it's premeditated
Message.
is because he knows everybody around her. It's not like he didn't know this girl.
Message.
It's not like he saw her for the first time.
Message.
The story begins by telling you during the time that the kings would go to war,
All right.
David decided not to go to war, meaning
Oh,
he's not
shit.
doing what he's supposed to be doing.
Okay.
He decided he goes onto the rooftop of his castle, right?
Uh-huh.
And
he
if
sees
you
one of
were to
his
see
peoples.
images of this, you would see that his house is on a hilltop. He's going on the rooftop where he oversee everything, and then he says that he sees her bathing, She's within the walls of her house. No one's seeing her bathe. He's on the rooftop of his house looking at her and be like, Here's the other thing, right?
How did that booty taste when I bought it?
That's how.
Here's the other thing.
Of Peaky Blinders, yo.
And here's the other thing, right? You have her
She basically
her
said,
husband,
"Bitty, bitty, bam, bam."
her husband Uriah, right? Is
He's
one
the
of the
soldiers.
30 brave men of David. So he knows this is a homie.
That's his boy.
He knows him.
That's his boy. Yeah.
Her father is also part of those brave as well.
Oh, that's the.
So he
homie
knows
then.
her dad.
Guy code.
Her grandfather is an advisor within the people that advise him.
Oh yeah, he know who he dealing with.
So he knows the grandfather, the father, and the husband.
So she's the jar and the cookie.
Exactly, bro. That's why I said it's all premeditated. And he goes, I'm gonna have her. And when she goes, I'm pregnant, he's like, oh, got messed up. I gotta fix this. Has her husband killed. Right? He brings him back.
Well, what about
tells
the
him, hey, you
uncle
know,
and the
sleep with
dad
him.
and,
Huh?
He don't. Why not kill the uncle and the dad and the grandpa and everybody? Too.
Well, he doesn't kill the dad. However, the way the grandfather gets revenge is it's pretty interesting, and it's also messed up as well. I mean, the Bible is full of drama if you read it. The way the grandfather gets revenge
Because those human beings are full of
is
sometimes.
basically when his son Absalom comes into power, when Absalom kicks David out of the kingdom and Absalom takes control of the kingdom, the grandfather advises Absalom, he's like, take all your father's concubines and sleep with them on the rooftop. That's what he tells him to do. So if you think of, ancient times, a woman's virginity, right, belonged to that man, right? So the act of him sleeping with his father's concubines is saying, I'm stealing your property. That's the idea, ancient way of thinking, but yeah, that's the idea. So that's how he takes his vengeance, is by telling him to do that. And he does it on the rooftop so that everybody hears it. So the whole kingdom knows, like, he's taking over David's things.
Damn, guy code, bro. So God talks about guy code then, huh?
Yeah.
Some people don't believe in God, bro.
Yeah.
So does that mean why they don't apply guy code or their common sense?
Just don't got morals, bro.
What is guy
No.
code to you, Mauricio?
Morals, practically.
Damn, or integrity, right?
Yeah,
Morals,
are dead.
integrity.
Yeah. That's why I say, like, when you ask me, like, oh, can two guys, that's why I said there's a difference between, like, I think it's messed up if you know your friend dated that person for a long time and you try to get with that person, messed up, like, all the way. But if it's just, like, both of you just met her, you're both trying to get at her, I think it's fair game. Unless, one of them comes out and says, I really like her, or I think that's different if you want to back down after that. Because if you were just trying to mess around.
But what about, like, let's say, all right, you see that they're both in, like, all right, you see Goliath is interested in Sarah's into David more than she was into Uriah, right? So it's like,
Well, no.
we're saying
she wasn't-
We're saying what ifs, bro.
I don't think she was, man. I mean, that's the king telling you, come to my kingdom, you're gonna sleep with me.
Okay, so
There's no say. Like, it's not like her husband's not home to defend her. You got to remember that
I'm
in this
saying
ancient
what if,
world,
bro, because we're talking about guy code. Remember,
right.
this is
All
a what
right.
if. We remember
Well, I
you said
thought
just
we're-
give me a name
all right,
because you didn't want to hear X and Y, right?
all right.
So you think it's cool for David to throw Uriah under the bus
In what sense?
to get Sarah?
Nah, bro.
That's breaking guy code, right?
I mean, it depends, like, what are you saying about that person? I mean, a lot of guys try to do that where they try to put the other guy down to make him seem less attractive to the girl to get her. But it depends, like, what is the context? Like, what is being said? How are they doing it? I don't know. Each guy is different, bro.
So I'm saying, if you as a homie, are you going?
And if that person's doing that, that's not a homie, first of all.
But that's my thing.
Yeah.
Like, even like, so,
That's not a homie, bro. Like, in my opinion, that's not a homie if he's
right?
doing
So it's
that.
like,
And if you're not a homie, is guy code even like?
Yeah,
a
that's
thing?
another thing, yeah. Because if you don't respect that person, right, or if you don't talk to that person that way, you're not going to care about it.
Pretty much.
and that's how you're gonna go about the way you do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's no respect.
Bottom line, right?
Pretty much.
Damn, we end the podcast with that. I got my answer. All right, thank you, man. Like, share, subscribe. Have a good one.
Gotta drop the mic though.
Peace.
Thank you for listening to our episode. We appreciate your support. Remember to follow us on Instagram at The Current Pod, where you can share our episodes, review, interact with us, talk to us about what's going on. We appreciate your feedback and everything that you guys do for us and supporting us. Have a wonderful day.